skydivers that were supposed to land in the grass and maybe got caught up on the fence.
Kyle Busch made a rare mistake here last Saturday night. He dipped his left front tire into the grass after the start-finish line, coming through the quad oval area, and crashed in the All-Star race. A rare miscue by certainly a top-caliber driver in this sport.
Well, we saw a similar thing happen in the Xfinity race yesterday.
I said last Saturday.
What you mean? Oh, you meant
I meant last Saturday, as in yesterday, not the All-Star race, the Xfinity race. Oh, how quickly we forget. Thank you.
I thought, Mike, I believed you. I thought, you know what? He must have done that in the All-Star race, too.
It was a good story, wasn't it? No, that was yesterday. Ryan Newman showed a lot of strength here tonight. Currently battling to get back up into the top 10.
Gilliland in that Pedigree Toyota. Gilliland and Kyle Busch, both sponsored by Pedigree this weekend. Of course, Kyle in the truck race on Sunday. And
welcome back to Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series racing from Fontana, California. Right there, that piece of trash gets taken away off the bumper of Kyle Busch's car, thanks to the flow of air off Martin Truex.
Yeah, he talks a little trash, but just picked up a little trash, but he got rid of it.
All right, what's your pressure at? Mine or the cars? The car is at 90.
So Kurt laughs. Yeah, my water pressure is pretty high, but the car's is at 90. They reason that the gauge may be stuck, and so they think the car is okay. Kurt not too hot, but trying to overcome now after losing many spots on pit road.
How about that? The 18 of Kyle Busch trying to warm the tires up just hit the grass.
I mean, Cole Custer is the fastest car on the racetrack, but at 7 seconds back, I just don't think he can make up the time as we see Garrett Smithley correct this the zero. There'll be no yellow. There's a lot of action right there. I was trying to do some math, and the zero spun out.
Anything added to zero is still zero, Steve.
I'd say this is fortunate. To spin onto pit road in a narrow entrance of pit road and not hit anything, Garrett Smithley pretty lucky right there.
coming to pit lane. Oh, you don't want to make a mistake here. We said you can't afford a mistake, and there's a problem on that right front. You saw the rear. They were working on that left rear, and then Kyle pulled away, and the tire is off the left rear.
That was the audible. Kyle wasn't aware that the crewman had got to the left rear to take his tire off. And he left.
And those that didn't want to see Kyle Busch come down to the Truck Series and win, they're cheering. But
well, he was a long way from winning this race. Yeah. Even with a good stop, he was going to have a battle on his hands.
His back bumper trying to take away that advantage. Will Power, the Daytona 500 winner this year. Third in points, and Joseph Newgarden.
Kevin Harvick's team will have 6 minutes on pit road to make repairs, and that's timed from pit entry to pit exit, and try to get him back up there and up to speed if he's going to be able to continue. Larson, Truex, crash.
race has stopped before it even really got started. The pace car spun and hit the wall, exiting the pit lane over that hump that comes off onto the racetrack. You see the safety team is there with the pace car and its occupants. They're going to try and motion the field around, although I think most of the drivers have shut the engines off by now. Watch this. Just bizarre.
It's like he wasn't expecting to see the two-seater there.
And that is one of the fastest sections of the racetrack for a race car at speed.
Just accelerating and hit something, or?
Yeah, I think he just got on the gas, unfortunately, and the back end came around because the back end gets light going over that hump. So
Oriol Serbia is the pace car driver. There you see the passenger and the pace car driver coming out. No, that is not Oriol. That's Mark Royce of General Motors. So the field is all stopped. Alexander Rossi drove around and continued around to the back of the field, but everybody stopped there as the engine shut off. And I have to say, I can't recall seeing this in all my years doing this. I've seen the pace car stolen once,
yes,
years ago. But for now, everybody stopped, and we're obviously going to be a minute while this gets cleaned up. The Honda two-seater was away, and that's Ari Lyondike Jr. driving, and Trey Wingo getting the ride along in the back seat. HondaRacing.com has more Honda racing content. So obviously a delay in getting this race started. Give us an opportunity to take a break here. The field is stopped, and the race is stopped before it has gotten started. Glad to see everyone has climbed from that car and is okay. But for now, we're in a holding pattern here in Detroit. Getting ready to attempt to start the Detroit Grand Prix, presented by Steel, a second time here at the raceway at Belle Isle after the pace car accident on the outlap from the initial attempt to start the race. You can only imagine that the social media channels are having a good bit of fun at the moment.
I know my phone's actually been blowing up over here. It's actually some of the stuff is funny. So
yeah, boy.
The most important thing that nobody is injured.
Yes.
And a little embarrassment, no doubt, but
and in his defense, I would say that was the most difficult corner on the track.
And just a super car, the new Corvette. I think it's capable of 212 miles an hour. I mean, it is an awesome car.
How many horsepower? How many horsepower? 700, over 700.
So when you put your foot on the gas, you got instant tire spin.